Morning good. Today is Friday, 06 December 2024. Itong vlog na ito is para po sa mga estudyante ko sa Bachelor of Science in Real Estate Management or BSREM. Lalong-lalo na doon sa kukuha ng Professional Regulation Commission, PRC Board Exam, or even sa classroom instruction nila. Mayroon na schedule na po ngayon na board exams, PRC board exams. Ngayong darating na ang examination po ito is April 22, 2025. Ang application is mag-umpisa po yan January 23, 2025. Ang application deadline is March 24, 2025. Ang target ng release po ito, ng resulta, is April 24, 2025. Yun po para yan sa PRC real estate brokers. Ngayon, ang topic po natin this morning, ang lecture po natin, ang review, is about the concept of ownership and real estate. Okay? Ang konsepto po ng ownership, pagmamayari ng real estate. Okay. Characteristics of real estate. Future licenses, o yung tinatawag na real estate practitioners, must understand the characteristics that define the nature of real estate and how it affects its use. Okay? There are two broad categories of real estate. Number one, there are two broad categories of real estate. Number one is the physical characteristics and number two is the economic characteristics. Okay? Ano po yung Sir Jun, physical characteristics of real estate? Tatlo po yun. There are three physical characteristics of real estate. Number one, land is immovable. Okay? Pag sinabi po natin land is immovable, pag-aralan po natin in relation to Article 414 and 415 of the New Civil Code of the Philippines. Mamaya tatalakayin po natin yan. Number two characteristic po ng real estate, yung physical. Land is indestructible. Indestructible. Hindi po yan nasisira. Number three, land is unique. Ulitin po natin, there are three physical characteristics of real estate. Number one is land is immovable, land is indestructible, land is unique. Okay po. How about yung economic? Okay, there are four economic characteristics of real estate. Okay, that influence the value of your investment in real estate. Number one, the economic characteristics of real estate, scarcity. Number two, improvements. Number three, permanence of investment. Number four, the area of preference. Okay po. So, there are two broad categories of real estate. Number one, the physical characteristics of real estate. Under that the land is immovable, land is indestructible, land is unique. The economic characteristics of real estate, apat po yan: scarcity, improvements, permanence of investment, and area of reference. So, gaya ng sabi ko, talakayin po natin yan, yung Article 414 and 415 of the New Civil Code with respect to the property ownership and its modification, yung classification of property. Sa Article 414, all things which are or may be the object of appropriation are considered either immovable or real property, yung pinag-aaralan po natin. At saka number two, movable or personal property. I-set aside lang po muna natin yung movable or personal property. Dito po tayo concentrated sa immovable or real property. Ngayon, sa Chapter 1, yung immovable property, under Article 415 of the New Civil Code of the Philippines, the following are immovable property. Okay? There are 10 immovable property, yung classification niya under Article 415. Number 1, land, the buildings, roads, and constructions of all kinds adhered to the soil. So, pag nabasa natin yan, lalo-lalo sa board exam, yung land, buildings, roads, and constructions of all kinds adhered to the soil, that is immovable property. Number 2, trees, plants, and growing fruits, while they are attached to the land or form an integral part of an immovable. Ulitin po natin. Number 2, trees, plants, and growing fruits, while they are attached to the land or form an integral part of an immovable. Number 3, everything attached to an immovable in a fixed manner in such a way that it cannot be separated therefrom without breaking the material or deterioration of the object. Number 3, everything attached to an immovable in a fixed manner in such a way that it cannot be separated therefrom without breaking the material or deterioration of the object, that is immovable. Number 4, statues, reliefs, paintings, or other objects or use or ornamentation placed in buildings or on lands by the owner of the immovable in such a manner that it reveals the intention to attach, take note the word intention to attach, them permanently to the tenements. Number 5, machinery, receptacles, instruments, or implements intended by the owner of the tenement for an industry or works which may be carried on in a building or in a piece of land and which tend directly to meet the needs of the said industry or works, that is immovable. Number 6, animal houses, pigeons, houses, beehives, fish ponds, or breeding places of similar nature, in case their owner has placed them or preserves them with the intention to have them permanently attached to the land and forming a permanent part of it, the animals in these places are included. Number 7, fertilizer actually used on a piece of land, that is immovable. Number 8, mines, quarries, and slag dumps, while the matter thereof forms part of the bed, and waters either running or stagnant, that is immovable. Number 9, docks and structures, which, though floating, are intended by their nature an object to remain at a fixed place on a river, lake, or coast. Last one, contracts for public works, that is number 8, contracts for public works and servitudes and other real rights over immovable property. So po, yun po yung mga so far ang immovable property under Article 415 of the New Civil Code of the Philippines. So yun that is immovable property. So going back to the economic characteristics of real estate, scarcity. Bakit po scarcity under economic characteristic of real estate? Scarcity, although land is not do as a rare commodity, kasi po, kahit saan nagkakalat lang na land dyan, kaya hindi rare commodity. However, the total supply of land is fixed. Okay? While a considerable amount is still not inhabited, the supply in a given location or a particular quality can be limited. So like halimbawa sa mga metropolis, mahirap na po kayo makahanap ngayon ng supply of land. Di po ba? Okay, improvements. Ano naman po yung improvements? The building or improvement on one parcel of land has an effect on the value and utilization of neighboring tracts can be direct bearing on the whole communities. Halimbawa, for example, the improvement of the parcel of land by the construction of the shopping mall. So, kahit anong shopping mall yan, tataas pa dati ang, kunyari, ang per square meter ng lupa mo dyan is 1,000 per square meter. Pag tinayuan po yan ng shopping mall, malamang maging 5,000 yan or 10,000 or mahigit pa per square meter. So, yun. Economic characteristics of real estate. Gaya ng sabi natin kanina, that permanence of improvement. Once the land has been improved, the capital and labor used to build improvements represent a large fixed investment. Although, even a well-built structure can be raised to make way for newer building or other use of the land. improvements such as drainage, electricity, water, and sewerage remain because they generally cannot be dismantled or removed economically. The return on such investments will tend to be long-term and relatively stable. Yung area reference po under economic characteristic. This economic characteristic, sometimes called sitos, yung lugar po, does not refer to a geographical location but rather to the people's choices and reference for a given area. It is uniquely quality of people's preference that results in different valuation being attributed to similar units. Okay, yung area preference. Ang area preference po is the most important economic characteristic of land. So, noted po yun, kailangan po ng mga tao talaga yung tinatawag na area preference. So, dyan lang po muna tayo mag-adjourn kasi mahaba na po yung vlog po natin is 11 minutes na po. So, para po ito sa mga estudyante ko, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, Bachelor of Science in Real Estate Management, sa kanila pong classroom instructions at even sa future professional regulation board examination for real estate brokers. Okay po, ingat po kayo lahat dyan. Naway pagpalain po tayo ng Panginoong Diyos. May God bless us all. Si Sir John po ito. Okay, thank you po.